Hello and welcome to this little video where I'm gonna show you how to buy games digitally on a different store region on your PS3. With the threat of closing the PS3 and PS Vita stores, YouTube has been flooded with videos of people recommending games to buy before it's too late, which is something I myself am guilty of. And if you watch those and you are like me, living in a part of the world where the PlayStation Store has very limited content compared to, say, the US, for example, you might have gotten a little jealous when people start recommending a lot of PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games where the physical versions are super expensive and you just don't have access to buy them digitally because your storefront is so fucking limited. But what if I told you there's a very easy way to access those games so you also can buy them? It is super easy, trust me, even I can figure it out. And I'm gonna share it with you. There are probably already a million videos, web pages and whatnot that does already talk about how to do it, but that's not gonna stop me, so let's get going. The first thing you need to do is create a new PlayStation account. So grab your computer and go to PlayStation.com and create that new account. When creating that account, you can type in your real name, but when asked for what country you live in, you make it the country for the store you're trying to access. In this case, the American one. It might also ask for an address, and it is important that that address is in the same country. Now, I created my American account years ago, and I think I just picked out some random bar I knew was in America and used the same address for that for my account, so it's no problem. Once you created your account, filled in all your information and made it seem like you are living in America, you go to your PS3. I recommend that you make a new user for your system that you're gonna link your new account to. It is just so much easier to switch user than it is to go in and change the password and re-enter the password and re-enter the mail every time you want to switch account. It's so much faster just to switch user, so that's what I recommend. And once that is done, you go to the PlayStation Store and see if it has worked. If you search for PS1 and a lot of new games appear, you know that it has worked. And then you just add whatever game you want to buy to your cart. In this case, I chose Legend of Dragoon because it's a game I always wanted to play and the physical version is just super expensive and the Danish storefront just doesn't have this available. And here's where I have our second problem, because for some reason the PlayStation Store knows that you're trying to buy a game from a different region, so it won't recognize your credit card or your PayPal account. But there's a very easy solution. Grab your computer again and head online to buy a cash voucher. Many web pages are selling these. In this case I use g2a.com, but there are many other sites that also sell these. Now it is important that the voucher you buy is in the same currency as the store you're trying to buy from. So when we are buying from the American store, we gotta buy a voucher that redeems to US dollars. If you're trying to access the UK store, you gotta buy a voucher that redeems to British pound, and so on. Once that is done, you receive a code you can enter into the store, and there we go, $10 has been added to our account and you can now buy and download the game. And it is that simple. Even games such as Chrono Cross that has never been released in PAL territories, you can buy and play on your console. As far as I know, all games you buy digitally are region free, so you can buy American PS1 and PS2 games and play them on your PAL system. I have heard some people say that some DLC they bought for a PS3 game was region locked, but it's nothing I have been able to confirm nor deny. So always be careful what you spend your money on, but I think you're pretty safe just buying PS1 and PS2 games. And that is how you buy games digitally from a different store region than your own. It was surprisingly easy. I mean, I always hate it when you get less content just because of where you live in the world. I mean, even with digital storefronts or streaming services, I mean, are my money not as good as anyone else's? I mean, come on, for fuck's sake. I guess we could just have emulated the game, saved a few bucks. My PlayStation 3 is also getting old, it might die one day, and that is super bummer. Buying digitally is really just you putting a lot of trust into big companies just to pull the plug and leave you with nothing. So we might potentially have wasted thousands. Where was I? Oh yeah! If you've been sticking through the bad English, you're a real hero. Thanks for watching and take care.